Hey everyone. I was just watching Turning Red on DVD, and I just wanted to say this right now before I wake up in the morning and I'm all tired and I just like, oh, I don't feel like doing this. But yeah, I don't really have a script right now, so I'm going to try to make this as clear as I can. But one thing I kind of like about Turning Red is also something I don't really like about it. It's weird. It's like it's a strength and a weakness at the same time. But that is, I want to see more. But guess what? There isn't any. This is it. There's no sequels. It like just came out. When did it come out? It doesn't matter what time it came out. But it was not too long ago. Um, and I'm wondering, like, there's so much room for more, like, potential storylines for, like, sequels and, I don't know, freaking Disney Plus show, like, Monsters at Work or something. But I'm thinking, all right, there's three ideas that I was thinking of for Turning Red, like a sequel. One, you could establish what they're doing in the present because Turning Red, as it has been stated many times, is taking place in 2002. And I don't know if you realize this, but that was 20 years ago. So one would think, what have these characters been doing in all that time? Like I just kind of assumed that Ming's life is basically the same as it was in the movie. Like on Instagram, I posted a picture, like a Photoshop picture I made of like what Ming's life in the present looks like. And it's just the same thing, but like she's older now. That's pretty much it. 63 years old to be exact. I mean, it's not confirmed, but whatever. It's just my imagination. But what about May and her friends? Did they start their own band, like Four Town Junior or something? Four Townies? I don't know. Or maybe they developed other hobbies, like maybe Abby went to art school, like in real life. I don't know. Maybe May became a math teacher. Maybe she did become a UN Secretary General. No, she did not. But like, what has happened? I want to know. I want to know. It's something, it's just piquing my interest. And all right, so that's one possible idea, what the characters' lives are like in the present. Two, um maybe establish May's family a little bit more. Like you only see, okay, so like we got the movie, May's aunts and her grandma comes over to help with the ritual and stuff. But the thing is, it's only the women who come there because that's a thing they can do, apparently. But what about the men though? What about like May's grandpa? Is he dead like my grandpa? Uh what about her uncles? Like what about her cousins? There was a deleted scene with May's cousin, and he's a guy, and he was cut from the movie because of course he was. And then but that's not all because there's one scene, they're eating dinner and it's the night of the ritual and the concert, and Ming and May's grandma's like, "What's that?" And it's like, "Oh, what's number four? It's coming from the sky dome. Oh, four is the worst number." Blah blah blah, and and then her one of her aunts, Lily, says, "Oh, Vivian was doing the fourth, but I held her into the fifth." And it's like, so that Vivian, that's May's cousin, right? Yeah. So that I think you dropped something. It's her name. Name dropped Vivian. Who is Vivian? I want to know. Um, you know, like I got a lot of relatives myself, you know. I don't think May is that different. And you know what? I thought that Mr. Gao could have been her grandpa. You know, I thought maybe in an alternate universe, Mr. Gao is May's grandpa, but her grandparents got divorced. Mr. Gao lives in Toronto, and May's grandma lives in Florida, like in the movie or something like that. I don't know. Uh, but the third idea I have, and this is the most prominent, that is establish May's friends a little bit more. Like, they're my favorite part of the movie. Like, my profile picture right now on Instagram is a picture of Priya because, oh my god, Priya's awesome. And they only exist to be her friends. And I'm like, okay, like with May, it's her story. So we see everything about her. We see her life. She's split between her life with her family, or her mom, and her friends. But with her friends, we don't really see her. We don't really know much about them other than they're May's friends and they like Four Town and they're quirky. But like, what? Um, I know we go to Tyler's house and we see his parents in one scene, but I don't care about him. Tyler's kind of an asshole. But like, I like Priya, I like Abby, Miriam, I like her too. What about, I want to know like what their lives are like. What like isn't it a normal thing to do to go to your friends' houses? What about their parents? What are their lives like? I want to know this stuff, but I don't know. So hopefully someday, if they ever make a Turning Red 2, they'll have some of these, ideas in store, unless I have to do them myself. Good night.